And now we have a microphone. At last. Right. Let's accept the license. We hope this is true. Accept the license. Oh, yes it is. That was in me, right. Okay, so yeah, we'll accept the license. Yada yada yada. Does anyone ever read these? Right. That's all sorted.
Formula One, a sport that spans hearts, minds and nations, where the 20 best drivers in the world come together to take on some of the world's most historic circuits. And that legacy continues today. The 2021 championship was thrilling from start to finish, and 2022 is set to be even better. New regulations will usher in an age of pioneering changes. New driving talent alongside returning champions will be dueling it out to the bitter end. The pressure will be on the team principals in the upcoming season as they manage their drivers, their cars and the whole team to push to victory. This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted. This is Formula One. Mercedes returned to F1 in 2010, and since 2014 they've won the Constructors' Championships back-to-back every year. In 2021 they took home the Constructors' Championship once more, although they narrowly missed out on the Drivers' Championship, coming in second. Heading into 2022, Mercedes will insist on dominating the competition. Nothing less than the fastest car and the most wins will give the Silver Arrows the outcome they want to see at the end of this new season and beyond.
Okay, so which team
McLaren are a cornerstone of F1, having been part of the sport since 1966 and winning numerous drivers and constructors' championships over the years. Last season they came a respectable 4th overall, with Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris securing the only 1-2 finish of the season. The talented driver pairing of Ricciardo and Norris returns for McLaren this season, and one thing is certain, they're not going to settle until they're reigning champions once more.
So the car's 8th, driver performance 5th, staff performance 6th, and headquarters quality only 4th. You've never been to the MTC? Okay, let's give it a go. We'll do this properly. First time guys? Yeah, I'm going to need that one. Yeah. Play football. Right, here we go.
Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Audrey Mensa, one of the team's senior engineers. Welcome to the team. It's great to have you on board. We have a strong driver lineup here at McLaren and a great team behind the scenes. And we're all feeling optimistic for this upcoming season. Let's not waste any time getting you settled in. As our new team principal, you're responsible for a lot of aspects of the team. Everything from managing our team's growth, overseeing our finances, and deciding on race day strategies will be in your hands.
So, no pressure there whatsoever. Okay.
You can keep an eye on most things from your dashboard here. I can take you through it now.
Please do.
First up, an overview of the board. They're the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, you'll be fine. If they lose confidence in you, however, they might look to replace you.
And we all know that happens all too frequently.
The board sets season objectives for the team to achieve. Reaching them will help keep confidence high, so be sure to familiarise yourself with what's expected. You'll want to keep an eye on the long-term objective for beyond this season as well.
So season 1, 5th or above, long-term objective constructors challenge. Okay, that sounds very good.
Okay then, let's look ahead to the race weekend. We need to start preparing for the next Grand Prix, which will be the first of the season.
What about testing?
As it's your first day though, there's nothing urgent for you to address.
Well, something about
Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day. Once you do, time will pass, but don't worry about missing anything. You'll automatically sign back in if an important event comes up.
Now I'm going to give him at least 2 races. Right, nothing important, but something in the inbox. Let's have it. Okay. So, aerodynamic testing starts.
To start a project now, you'll need to commit money and engineering time. You'll be able to improve our car builds beyond their current performance.
Yeah, I think I'm still going to be continuing. Sure.
It's no longer your first day. We'll have you on top of things in no time. You'll continue moving through days this way until it's time for the race, which you can see in the upcoming events list. It's good to get in the habit of regularly checking that list. Let's take a look at what needs doing today. You have an alert in the top corner. There's an important email awaiting a response, so you should check your inbox when you're ready.
Sponsor obligations. Bearing in mind McLaren have about 70 Woodian sponsors, this is going to take up the majority of the time. Okay. And
Looks like you've received a budget approval request. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season, plus whatever we get from last season's prize money and any extra sponsorship revenue we earn.
well, I'm always one for a party. Well, $10,000 report. That's excessive. Can you just get a few beers and pizza?
I reckon that's a good decision. It should keep the team in high spirits anyway. Now that's dealt with, we can focus on our first Grand Prix of the season. The race weekend is still a few days away, so move forward when you're ready.
So, party first, race second. Joe?
There's always some final work to do before we can set off. Check your inbox for the race prep report on this weekend's circuit. Okay, you have all the information you should need. Let's head to race preparation to see if there's any remaining tasks for us to complete.
The car's possibly not very good. I don't know. So we'll go to race preparation.
This is your race preparation area, where you'll get the team ready for the upcoming race weekend. You can also find all the information you need on the circuit we're racing on here. One thing you'll always need to do before each race weekend is setting our performance targets. These help us generate more potential rewards for the team. Here we've got the performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these, we'll gain extra revenue. Looks like we've got incentives for both the qualifying session and the race. If we can reach those targets, we'll get an additional payout, and it won't cost the team anything if we don't meet them. You can also decide to add targets here and offer our sponsors guarantees. These are a risk, as we face a potential financial loss if we don't meet them. But if we do, we'll gain a much larger reward. Okay. If you want to offer a guarantee for this weekend and raise the team's potential rewards, now is your chance. You've done everything needed, and the team can't wait to get started. It's time for the first race of the season. You can take some more time to look around if you like. When you're ready, let's get this show on the road.
Strategy?
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either way, it's time for another fantastic weekend of Grand Prix racing. The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Let's get this underway.
Great to see you again. Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. It's Friday, so we're kicking off with free practice one as usual.
Okay, so now apparently they haven't got sprint races in this, which is a shame, but in some ways it's not. Very beginner. Hey, we all know what we're doing on this.
Over here is our race preparation area. This is where you can make any changes you need ahead of the upcoming practice session. Rest assured the team have already prepared the cars for practice. When you're ready, we can continue to the practice session.
So, 15-lap runs. What options do you have? Medium pace. Double pace, double fuel. Right, 15 laps apiece, and then see where the setup needs to go.
During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions.
Oh, that's a shame. But if it means the car gets set up so we'll skip Saturday, Friday morning.
Welcome back as we continue our race weekend. Practice has finished and qualifying is hot on its heels. Drivers will no doubt be constantly pushing to secure a good starting place in tomorrow's race. Of course, all it takes is one momentary lapse of concentration and they can find themselves at the back of tomorrow's grid. There are always risks to be taken, but can they afford not to? You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
Well, here we go. So, Lando 13th, Danny 15th.
To help maximise our drivers' performance, the team have them work on 3 goals during practice: track acclimatisation, car parts knowledge, and setup confidence. If you manage the session yourself, you might get an even better performance from the drivers for the rest of the weekend.
Now we're talking about the car, and Lando is
Right, time for qualifying. Our results here will determine where we start on the grid for Sunday's race. Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout rounds, and only the fastest drivers will advance each time.
really happy. If he survives, he brings more people in. He's going to come. qualify.
Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round though, just to make sure you're feeling confident before race day kicks off. Our drivers need to be setting their fastest possible lap times, so we can advance to the next round of qualifying. The slowest 5 cars will be knocked out. Keep a careful eye on time remaining. The time limit on qualifying rounds really ramps up the pressure. Right then, let's get a car out on the track for its first run and see how it goes.
Okay. Damn, it's all on you.
Each car is fitted with a number of onboard cameras, so you can see the action as it happens. You can also use the map view if you like. It gives you a good overview of the whole track and all the cars. Remember, you're managing 2 drivers throughout the session, so make sure to keep an eye on both of them.
How can we forget that?
From the data view, you can see live data from the current session. Here we can see the latest lap and sector times for all drivers, and an overview of their tyre conditions. Here you can also view how the current session could affect the drivers' and constructors' championship standings. There's plenty more to dive into with the data view. a decent time for a flying lap. Keep an eye on the standings throughout the session and try and keep the drivers out of the knockout zone. Right then, that qualifying run is done, so the driver will return to the pits now. I know everything happens so fast over a race weekend, but if you need to catch your breath, you can pause for as long as you like. Or, if things aren't moving fast enough for you, you can speed up a little.
That's just so far.
Our driver is back in the pits. You need to reconfigure the car before we can send them back out. Let's go and take a look. The team will make sure the run plan is updated to include refueling. So all you have to do is fit some fresh tyres. Here you can see all the tyre compounds available this weekend. When making any changes, just be sure you're considering both the condition and the compound of the selected tyre. We want maximum performance during qualifying, so let's use a fresh, soft compound tyre. Soft tyres are the fastest in dry conditions. Confirm the configuration with the team when you're happy. Brilliant. The car's ready to head back out at your say-so. It's probably best to do at least one more run before the end of the round. Unless you're feeling very confident about our time so far.
No, I'm not.
The track will have more grip later in the round, but there will also be more traffic. It's up to you to decide when you want to send the car out. Whatever gets us through to Q2.
We'll wait for Lando to come. Where is Lando? Coming from it straight. Let's try that a little bit. faster than I could. So what time's it here? There.
like someone's locked up. Let's see what happened there. Let's take another look. There we have Joe. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
Okay, understood.
Oh, big lock up there. Let's take a closer look. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
We're through to Q2. Great work. In Q2, the fastest 15 cars from Q1 battle it out for only 10 places in Q3. Now let's push even harder for a place in Q3.
Wasn't a great.
It's up to you whether you manage the rest of the qualifying rounds. If you want, you can let the team take control, so you can focus on the upcoming race.
I'm going to skip ahead to the rest just to see what
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
McLaren did well during qualifying. They maximized their potential and are in a good position for the race today. We saw a reasonably good qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they certainly have a good chance to capitalize during the race. And we've got a clear night here beneath a starry sky. If the weather holds steady, we should be in for a spectacular race indeed.
But which team has perfected the strategy that will see them prevail today, here at the Bahrain Grand Prix?
Right then, time for the main event, the Bahrain Grand Prix. This is a great time for us to get some early points under our belt. So let's stay focused and push hard.
Here we go then.
Each driver will need to make at least one pit stop to fit new tyres. On average, a pit stop will cost a driver about 25 seconds. So we need to think carefully about when to pit and why. Let's set a tyre strategy for our drivers now. We need to make sure we have a good plan for when we want the cars to pit.
And how do I go about that?
Every race weekend, the team will prepare some recommended strategies to choose from. Let's see what they suggest for the... Okay. Strategy A is a fast but risky option, relying on 2 soft stints and no hard compound at all. Strategy B is a well-balanced option, 2 soft stints and a nice long middle stint on a hard compound. Right. Strategy C is a slower but safe option for this track. We'll tackle the final stint on a medium compound instead of a soft tyre. If you think a different approach could work, you can make changes to any of the team strategies or even create one from scratch. We can always adapt our strategy during the race, so we can respond quickly to changing conditions and stay ahead of the pack.
Obviously, this for Ferrari is what you switch off.
Right, strategy A it is. This is going to need careful management to pull off, so keep a close eye on things. Okay, now to select a strategy for our other driver. It doesn't have to be the same for both. You should consider picking a different strategy for each driver. This gives us a chance to take advantage of in-race events and means we won't have both cars pitting on the same lap. That's both drivers with a set strategy in place. Right, let's head back to the preparation area and get this race started.
Here we go then. First race.
We have clear weather tonight as we look at the drivers in their grid positions. And there is Lando Norris. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. And behind them, it's Ricciardo. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The teams are ready to go. And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, mate, nice work.
McLaren gain a position. Here's the replay. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. That lockup could have cost them dearly. The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
During the race itself, you can direct the team drivers in 3 main ways. Each option will help drivers increase their speed, but will come with a cost in different areas. Increased pace will improve lap times, but at the cost of increased tyre temperature and wear, which can lead to more pit stops and higher risk of tyre failure. You can instruct the drivers in how to manage their fuel. Using more fuel will give them more speed, but you need to ensure there's always enough left to finish the race, as refueling is banned. Finally, you can adjust the ERS strategies for each driver. Higher ERS strategies give the driver a boost of power when racing, but will also drain the car's battery. Timing and battery management are everything here. Managing pace will help you manage a car's tyre temperature and wear. Keep an eye on the tyre condition of both cars. Over time, tyre condition will fall, reducing their grip and performance, eventually leading to tyre failures and car retirement.
If you can, push.
Okay, understood.
Fuel commands allow drivers to manage their car's fuel consumption. Just keep an eye on your remaining fuel. If we run out, the car will be forced to retire. If a driver needs an additional performance push for a short time, they can adjust their ERS strategies and use any battery charge they have. There are 3 ERS strategies that deploy more energy than they harvest, but each use that energy for a different purpose. Overtake and defend are best for getting ahead of cars or for keeping them behind you. Deploy is the fastest strategy available. Harvest will prioritise charging up the battery instead of using energy for performance. Neutral will maintain the current battery charge over a lap, which gives a nice balance of energy deployment.
DRS enabled. Okay, keep looking after the tyre. Okay.
Just be careful with this tyre. pace.
Okay.
As the race progresses, remember to keep an eye on the planned strategy you put in place before the race. The strategy view will let you check your strategy, adjust it, or even change it entirely. The data view is also an important area to track during the race. It gives you a deep dive into race data, including lap times for all the team's drivers. During the race, you can use the strategy view to check on each driver's strategy and adjust them if need be. You can also check the strategy graphs to see how a car's tyre wear is matching up to the team's expectations. You can also use the car and track tabs to view more details about them. The car tab shows you current and projected component condition and fuel loads, while the track tab has more information about weather and track grip.
They've locked up and gone straight
Yeah,
on.
that's ahead. Okay.
You can use overtake.
Yeah, go on.
That's a good overtake from Alpine. And that's a lock-up.
Yeah, that was a good job.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Nice job.
Good job. Let's keep going. Let's see what pace you can do. Okay, understood.
Alpine just advanced. Let's have a look. Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon. And there they go, moving up a position in the pack. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Yeah, confirm. overtake. Okay. Okay, I had a lockup.
Okay, understood.
Oh, big lock up there. We can take a look now. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. And this, yes, there, that's the lockup. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Use the pace now. Okay.
I'd like recharge button off, please. Recharge button off.
Confirm.
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think. Let's take a look at the replay. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. That's the contact there. Oh, there's chaos on the track.
recharge off, please?
Cool.
I think there's been a lock-up. Let's see what happened there. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up. And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt their overall chances. Sounds like someone's gone
Our
wide
driver
there.
has just entered the pit window. The pit window encompasses the laps that cover the planned pit stops in your strategy. This means it's nearly time to call the planned pit stop. Unless you think there's a reason to pit immediately.
Need to push. Yep, understood.
If you can, push.
Yeah, confirm. Okay, keep looking after the tyre. Understood.
And recharge on is okay, please?
Yeah, confirm.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Confirm.
Doing a good job so far.
McLaren gain a position.
Just that.
Right, let's talk tyres. During dry races, all cars need to use at least 2 different tyre compounds. If a car doesn't comply with this rule, it will be disqualified from the race. Ultimately, it's your decision on which tyre compounds we go for. Although I'd strongly recommend sticking to the starting strategy when possible. You can see the estimated lap lifetime for each tyre when you focus on them. Once you've decided which tyre to move to, just confirm the pit stop with the team.
Ocon has also pitted.
That will be a pit stop. Yep, I'll pit this lap.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
And recharge off.
Yeah, confirm. Daniel pit lane.
Copy. Remember the pit lane speed limiter. Pit lane speed limiter. This is really good.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
to box this lap,
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
100% pace, 100% pace.
Confirm.
Alonso pitted as well. Okay, Stroll has pitted. Okay, to push.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a couple of transverses after mediums.
Maximum pace.
Yeah, all good.
Overtake button available.
Yeah, confirm.
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
McLaren gain a position. Alpine just advanced. And McLaren with a great overtake. That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Stay close. Yeah, confirm. Yeah, it was a good job.
Just sat it on a bit.
Let's see what pace you can do.
Okay, understood.
Looks like there's been a lockup. Here's the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
No returns. How realistic is this?
Use the pace now.
Okay, understood.
Okay, use overtake to defend.
Understood.
Yeah, that's not working.
Look after the fuel.
Understood.
I think someone's run wide.
Okay, Lando, nice job.
McLaren are flying now.
Okay, Lando, 100% pace, 100% pace. Yeah, confirm.
You need to push. Roger.
Use overtake.
Okay, understood.
So just keep taking care. You're doing a good job.
Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Lewis Hamilton involved in this one. They spun the car. What a disaster.
Okay, use deploy.
Yep. Yeah, understood.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
As the cars spend more time on track, make sure you keep an eye on their condition.
Ah, that's new.
This all looks great. No damage that I can see to any components. Just make sure to keep an eye on car condition as the race progresses.
Nicely done.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Yeah.
Alpine just advanced.
Nice job.
McLaren gain a position. Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Doing a good job so far.
Go, Kate. Push.
Okay.
Nicely done, nicely done.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
now, box now.
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
Push now.
Okay, understood.
Use the overtake button.
Okay, understood.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Yeah.
Bonds opened it as well. Well done, mate.
We can take a look now. Now look at this. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. And it takes a lot of skill to pull off a move like that. The driver's team there cheering them on. They've locked up and gone straight on.
Okay, Stroll has pitted. Stroll has pitted.
Position gained for Alfa Romeo.
And you can push.
Confirm.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Okay, gotcha. confirm.
Ball's gone slightly.
Okay, mate. Nice work.
McLaren gain a position.
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Okay, box now. Box confirmed. Daniel pit lane.
Okay, understood.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
Oh, did someone run wide there? Let's take a look at the replay. Now we see the Williams here. They're forced wide and they won't be happy at all about that. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Let's see what pace you can do.
Understood.
Just to be on the same side.
Haas with an overtake.
Okay, use to deploy.
Okay.
So you're P13. We've made good progress.
McLaren gain a position.
So there are 4 laps to go.
Yep. This is my pace.
Haas with an overtake there.
Use the pace now.
Understood.
Seems to have been a lock-up.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Okay. Struggling a little bit more with the rear.
Okay, understood.
Can we change tyres?
2 laps to go. Just be careful with this tyre.
Yep.
This is the last lap.
Yeah, confirm.
If you can, push.
Confirm.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner. Let's see what happened there. And there's the checkered flag. Max Verstappen is our winner.
I don't think there was a single second of that race where they didn't believe they'd win it.
Sorry, Ricardo Estes.
a checkered flag, so we are boxers lap.
Thank you, everyone.
Great job, mate. Great job.
And that's good enough work from Lando Norris this weekend. McLaren showed some good stuff here today, but they'll be building on that now to try and improve their results next time.
There's no rest for F1 teams. Let's hope their hard work to get them closer to exceeding expectations in the next race.
And they're in 6th place in the constructor standings at the end of this weekend.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
So, first Grand Prix. Managed to get 9th. Ever so slightly off the pace. Get a finish in the finish.
The team's drivers gain experience over each race weekend, depending on their performance. With enough experience, your drivers will be able to improve their skills.
And that is how it works.
Congratulations on completing the first race weekend of the season. The team's outcome will have had an effect on board confidence levels. You can see their response in more detail in the board menu, but there's plenty of time for that to change over the season. Take a look at what you can be doing before the next race weekend gets here. Our time is precious, and these moments between races are a good point to develop our team further. You should have an email from the engineering team over in the warehouse. Check it out. It might be something interesting.